Hello and welcome to Sunday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we've got a debut on the channel today with a much recommended puzzle called Splatter Code. And this is by, is it Vythic or Vythic? It's Vythic, and I don't know, maybe that's Vythic actually. But apparently this is wonderful and not too difficult, despite being, as the eagle-eyed amongst you will realise, it's a chaos construction. So it is 9 by 9. Yeah, it's 9 by 9. And normally, of course, in a Sudoku, we'd be given 3 by 3 regions, and they don't exist in this one. Well, they could do, I suppose, but it's unlikely it's going to be 9 3 by 3 regions. We're going to have to build the regions ourselves. So that could be a region in the puzzle, a great big T. We shall see. And we'll read the rules together and have a go at this in a moment or two's time. I've got quite a bit of news for you today, though. I'm going to start off by mentioning that I had the chance yesterday to record myself solving quite a special puzzle. Mark and I actually were invited to visit GCHQ about a month ago, which was a complete thrill. What a bunch of people. They are incredible work they do. Anyway, as part of that trip, we actually got to listen to the award of their Puzzle of the Year. GCHQ, believe it or not, has a Puzzle of the Year, and it was awarded to Colin, and we got to take home a copy of the puzzle. And I've been meaning to record myself solving it. It's not a Sudoku puzzle, but it's this thing. I finally got the chance. So it's a very long video indeed. It was not a straightforward thing at all, but it was, as you might expect. If the great folk at GCHQ are voting for it as their Puzzle of the Year, it has an awful lot of things to recommend it. Let's just call it a masterpiece, shall we? Anyway, it's over a 2-hour video. We put it on Patreon. I hope at some point we will be okay to release it on the channel. The reason it's on Patreon is just in case GCHQ have an issue with that video existing. I'm going to leave it there for at least a couple of days, and hopefully it'll be fine, and then we'll release it on the main channel. So it's either going to have a very brief life over on Patreon, or it'll be available more widely in the coming days. But anyway, it is a fantastic thing. It's a fantastic thing, and it was it was actually one of the highlights of my history on Cracking the Cryptic, going to GCHQ. It really was. That it is. It's a place, I think, that is quite romantic amongst puzzlers generally, because, of course, of the role it's played in the history of this country. To get to go there was really a great thrill and honour for me. Anyway, that's just something. It's over on Patreon right now. What else can I mention? Well, also over on Patreon very soon. And the 1st of July will be our brand new Sudoku competition, which goes live on the 1st at 4 p.m. It is a collaboration of puzzles made by Panthera and Sandra and Nala. So we've got some sort of Japanese sums, colouring puzzles, as well, of course, of Fog of War. So lots of things to admire and enjoy there. And that's coming very soon over on Patreon as well. Now, just before I turned on the webcam, I also scheduled blueprints for tomorrow evening, 10 p.m. UK time. We're going back there for the 51st time. It should be very exciting, I think, given what happened last week. And I'm also hopeful that the weather won't be quite as hot tomorrow. So fingers crossed it will, neither Mark nor I will actually melt. It is slightly cooler today. It's about, 25, 26 today, which is, I was playing in a golf competition. Actually, I'll shout out Nick, who I met, who watched Cracking the Cryptic, King's Canterbury player, very fine player, amazing record in the Halford Hewitt. Anyway, Nick, sorry, I've got distracted now, but I was playing in this golf competition last week, and somebody had like a thermometer type thing, which said on one of the days the temperature was, I think, 38. The actual temperature was 38, but because of the atmosphere, it felt like 47. Now, trust me, 47 for us UK folk, no, it was extraordinarily hot. It makes me hot just thinking about how hot it was. But anyway, thankfully, that sort of heat does seem to have dissipated a little bit at least. Yeah, hopefully that hiatus will continue, at least until we've managed to stream tomorrow evening. Anyway, what else can I tell you about? Let's do some birthdays, shall we? Adam, your wife Darlene wrote to me and told me that you're something of a devoted watcher. If that's right, Adam, thank you so much for spending time with us. I hope you have a great birthday today, and I hope that the chocolate cake is very heavily iced. Next, Becca. Becca, you turned 31 now. I think this was yesterday. I have no clue why I didn't read this out yesterday. I am so sorry. But Becca, your partner John wrote to me, and I understand you have a corgi at home called Goose. And given how often Maverick flies over my house, I think that's a great name for a corgi. Actually, I also think corgis are just probably the greatest breed of dog. But you had, I guess, a barbecue, and there was chocolate cake planned. I know that from John. And congrats also on finding a job post PhD. So Becca, many happy returns for yesterday. Next, Bunny. Bunny, you're turning 21 today, and are on a cruise. And you're on a cruise. I think you're on a cruise for your birthday, and you are planning on having chocolate cake. I have never been on a cruise, and actually, I get incredibly motion sick, as you all know if you've ever watched any of the Blueprint streams. So I don't think I would be good at cruising at all. I had some trouble on the London Eye, which is a very slow-moving big wheel. Anyway, Bunny, many happy returns. I hope you have a great 21st birthday. Next, we will go to Montreal, where Gabriel, your partner Malin, wrote to me to tell me that it's your birthday today. I think I remember you, Gabriel. You had a birthday party in which everyone at the party had to bring a PowerPoint presentation which would highlight 3 women who deserved more recognition. I think I even showcased your 3 women on the channel, if I remember rightly. But anyway, Gabriel, if I'm right, many happy returns again, and congratulations also to both of you on becoming parents back in March. Is it Eleanor? I think that acute accent means I should pronounce that E as an A. So Eleanor, well, congratulations on coming into the world, and I think that you've been listening to Cracking the Cryptic for a while too, so maybe you recognise our voices. Finally, last but not least, Parker. You're turning 24 today. I know this because your partner, Parker, Abigail, wrote to me and told me that you've just graduated with a degree in anthropology. And that you always try and race me during the video. So that's not a fair fight. I have to explain what I'm thinking. But Parker, many happy returns. I hope you get some heavily iced chocolate cake. And that is all the news. Let me check the recording is working. Oh, looks like I've been up all night brushing my hair. Anyway, shall we have a look at Vythic's puzzle, Splatter Code? What do we have to do if we're going to solve this one correctly? We have got, it says chaos construction. Digits are not repeated in rows, columns, or regions. The board is divided into 9 hidden, orthogonally connected regions containing the digits 1 to 9. So I'm going to slightly reword that. I understand what it means, but I think what that means is that it's going to be 9 9-cell regions, and each of those regions is comprised of 9 orthogonally connected cells. I'm always worried where people refer to orthogonally connected regions that people might just say, oh, well, the regions have to be orthogonally connected. So you might claim, I don't know, that this might be possible. Whereas actually, I think what we're saying is that the regions have to comprise of orthogonally connected cells, so we can't have any diagonal connections. So this sort of thing would be fine. Each region has to just comprise cells that are orthogonally connected. So this doesn't work because those two cells are only connected at a vertex. Next rule. A digit on an arrow, let's look at this one, indicates the length of the uninterrupted run of cells immediately beyond the arrow in the arrow's direction that belong to the same region as the arrow cell. So if that was a 3, then all of those cells would be in the same region as this one. Whereas if it was a 1, just those two would be. Although, hang on, let's be clear about that. Let me just reread that rule. Length of uninterrupted run of cells. So imagine this was part of a different region, and then that was in the purple region again. I think that's totally possible. I think we're not saying in that example that this would be a 2 because there are 2 purples above it, because this arrow is only counting the uninterrupted run until there's a gap in the region. So we're going to have to watch that. Now, next rule. Summit lines. Digits along a blue line, of which there's only one, it's a very regular line. Digits along a blue line must be ascending or descending, with 1 and 9 reversing the ascension or descension. E.g., if digits along a blue line are 2, 5, hang on, we better write this in, are 2, 5, 6, 9, 8, 5. The sequence is ascending until the 9, so it goes 2, 5, 6, 9, and then the 9 sort of reverses it, so it says now descend from here, so we go 8, 5, and if this was a 1, then we'd have to go up again until we hit a 9, and then we go down again, so it's like an oscillating line or something. A very unusual line condition, don't know if I've ever seen that before. And then XV, cells separated by an X sum to 10 and cells separated by a V sum to 5. And they are all the rules, actually. I'm just checking. I can't scroll any further. So do have a go. The way to play, as usual, is to click the link under the video. That will take you to a page on your devices that looks identical to this one. You can play the puzzle. But now, I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, I know what I'm going to do first, which is a slightly frivolous. I'm going to surround my grid with a black line, because I like to do that. It always feels like I'm sort of making progress. Now, what else are we going to do? There's quite a lot of V's. Oh, if I double-click V's? No, it won't work. Okay, so maybe we put the V, because V's are quite restricted. There are actually quite a few of these V dominoes. I might have missed one, but those cells have to be the digits 1, 2, 3, and 4, don't they? Because we're looking for 2 digits across a domino that sum to 5, so we can't do 5 and 0. How does that interact with arrows? So, okay, that arrow can't be a 4 because there aren't enough cells. That cell, in fact, can only be, I think, a 1 or a 2, which means this cell has to be a 3 or a 4 to make this domino add up to 5. I mean, some of these arrows are going to be restricted not because they're on V's, but just because of how many cells they can see. That cell can't be more than 3 because there's only 3 possible cells in its direction that could join it in the same region. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go through... see that one? That's only got to be 1 or 2. That one's less good. I mean, I'm not pencil marking that. That could be as high as a 6. That one's okay. That's 1 or 2. That one is 1, 2, or 3. That one as well. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think anything with up to 4 possibilities is fine, isn't it? I can't really be held hostage to my strange brain by not pencil marking 4 digits into a cell. That one, that would be 5 digits now. 1, 2, that one might be okay. That's only 4 digits. That one's probably only 4. Yeah, that's only 4. Oh no, I mean that's 7, that's 8, that's 6. No, that's 5, but that's still too many. That's 6. Oh, that one's on an X, so that's got to be a 7, 8, or a 9 to add up to 10 with it. Oh, this hasn't worked at all, has it? Oh dear. Oh, that one. That one's on an X, that's got to be 7, 8, or 9, so this has got to be, those 2 digits are the same digit. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on, look at column 3. There's a lot going on there that I hadn't seen, but there is. There is a 1-2 pair, apparently, which looks correct. I think that each of these arrows can only see 2 cells on the west side of them. So that digit seems to have to be a 3 now. Yeah, I mean, these 2 digits are the same, because whatever this is, say this was 7, well, I think actually it is 7, but whatever it is, obviously, the digits on either side of the X's are going to have to be the same, because they're going to have to sum to 10 with this digit. But this digit can't be a 1 or a 2, because it sees a 1-2 pair, so that is 3. That's 3, that's 7, and this is 4, because it can't be 1 or 2 or 3 now, so this is 1. So these are not 1 anymore. And probably what we now have to do is to work out what this does to all the regions. So this 4 is saying 1, 2, it's saying those are all in the same region. Let's make that yellow. And then that region stops. Now it might return to being yellow here, but this is definitely not yellow. This, okay, look at this cell. I don't know what this digit is, but it's at least a 1, so that one must be yellow. This one, this 3 is not yellow, so let's draw that in. We know that this 3 is not yellow. How do we know that? Well, we've already had a 3 in yellow, so we can't have 2 3s in yellow, so let's give that, what colour should we make it? Green. These, none of those, look, there's a 1, well, now there's a 1, 2, 4 triple in row 5. These 3 are in the same region. These aren't yellow, because if these were yellow, because this is at 2 at least, those 3 at least are in the same region. So if this was yellow, think about how many low digits would be in yellow. We'd have 1, i.e. digits that are from 1 to 4, say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't choose 6 cells in a region from only 4 different digits. You will necessarily repeat a digit, and that would be a bad thing. So I'm going to make those a different colour. They're going to be purple, and I'm going to delineate them. I don't think, although I could be wrong, that purple could be green. We might have to... Oh no, purple... No, it doesn't quite work going over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There can't be any 10 cell regions. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it doesn't work. So it is fine. Purple and green are different. This 2 or 3 has to send purple scurrying down to the southeast, look. Now... don't know what that means. That 3 is sending green up to the very top of the grid. Oh, this cell's got to be green. I have no idea what this number is, but it's not a 0. So this cell must be green, and therefore the corner must be green. So because there aren't any 1 cell regions. So whatever this is, if this was green, that would be green. Oh, well, if that's green, it's a 1, then that doesn't work. That doesn't work. See that straight away. Right, let's just think about that. If this is green, we know because it's not a 0 that this would be green. And we know this, because it's isolated, would also be green. Now, green would then have 9 cells in it. So it could not grow any more. But those two numbers would be the same number. They would both have to be 1, because they would each see 1 cell. And we can't put 2 1s into green. So this is not green. It's probably yellow then. I don't really know how to pencil mark that. Should we make it yellow and a different? I'll put it yellow/blue, but it's definitely not green. That's okay. So that's a legitimate line to draw. I've not thought once yet about this summit line. And in fact, I've got virtually no digits on the summit line, so that's probably correct that we haven't given it much thought. This 3 is knocking 3 out of these cells, which knocks 2 out of their counterparts across their V dominoes. Now I have no idea what to do. If that is... Oh, is this yellow? Maybe this is yellow. Because it can't be 1 in this cell. So it is picking up at least... In fact, it's a 2. It's just a straight 2. It's a straight yellow 2. How do we know that? Well, let's try and make it not yellow. If it's not yellow, it's at least a digit that's a 2, which says it's going up 2 cells above it, which bumps it into yellow. So it must be yellow, and it can't be a 1. So it is a 2, and it's yellow. This is going to do work, actually, because now this cell can't be a 2, so this is a 1. This is a 2, so those are the same. Now, is it still possible that this is yellow? No. No, because if this was yellow, it would be at least a 5, because it couldn't be 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that would put 5 more cells into yellow, on top of the, however many that is, 8 cells that we've got at the moment. So that, oh, in fact, the 1 tells us as well. The 1 says this is yellow, but this definitely isn't. So these are both now actually blue. And the big game in town is going to be, well, no. All right, what is the big game in town? That digit in blue. I don't know where blue goes, but it has to be 9 cells large, and it's completely trapped in now by a combination of green and yellow, and we know it's not green. We worked that out before. So blue must come down at least to there, which means this digit is at least a 4. So it is a 4 or a 5. It can't be more than 5. And this, okay, and now, oh no, that's not true. When my cursor was there, I was thinking that this was all blue, and therefore I could make this blue. I mean, it's true to say with this too that those are in the same region as Maverick flies over. So I don't know. This is, I mean, let's make that, or it's either blue or it's a new color. It's definitely not yellow, although maybe it could be purple. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I could make a mistake. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is either green or blue. That's definitely true. So where's the easy win here? There might not be. Oh, here's not an easy win at all. But this is an X domino that doesn't involve a 1, 2, or a 4. Now the way I tend to think about X dominoes is they're always going to have a low digit in them, a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and they're always going to have a high digit to complement that 1, 2, 3, or 4 and add up to 10 with it. So we're looking at 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, and 4, 6. So here, if we can't use 1, 2, or 4, we know this is 3, 7. Indeed, that is 3, 7 as well. Now, does that help us in any way to know what is going on? It means this isn't a 3, so this isn't a 2. This is, I've got as 1 or 2. Oh, I see. So 7 comes out of this one because this can't be a 3 anymore. And this cell is not purple. And the reason we know that is it's going to include at least these 2 cells. So that would be 2 low digits if this was purple. 2 more purple lows, and those are all low, i.e. from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can't have that many digits. So this is some new colour, and it definitely can't be yellow, it's too far away, or blue, or green. So that is a genuine new colour. So maybe I'll make this orange and delineate it like that. Okay, that's not really worked, has it? Oh dear. Oh bother. I don't know what that means. Does the 2 on this weird line mean one of those has to be a 1? Because that would be worth knowing. How does the weird line work? The weird line ascends or descends until it hits a 1 or a 9. So a 2 on the line, on one side of it, it must be descending. It must be. That must be true. This can't be a 1 because of that, so that's a 1. That's bizarre. Therefore, that's a 9 across the x. Okay, and now I see it's going 1, 2, and this is just a number higher than 2. Oh, but look. So 3... Well, what's happening here then? I almost feel like that's got to be a 9 now, which is totally bizarre deduction. I might have made a mistake here, because I'm just not used to this line idea. If this is a 1, and I thought it was, I thought everything I did there was completely logical. This has got to be more than 1, obviously. It's at least a 4. That's not a 2 I've just seen, so that's not a oh, hang on. Not a 2. Not a 3. Ah, look. This, okay. Well, actually, we're going to have to think about this. I'm getting some things done over here, but it's on the basis of this being a 1, which I wasn't... The reason I'm not sure about this is this digit is a very low number. So if we were continually ascending to this number, 1, 2, it would have to go 3, 4, 5. But that can't work. This cannot be a 4 because we'd repeat 4 in yellow. So that implies that what we're actually doing is at some point in these 2 cells, we've hit our maximum. We're going back down again. But the only way we can do that with this line rule is with a 9. And I can't put a 9 there. So I think the logic's telling me this is a 9. And then this, we're going down again. Now, can that be a 1? Maybe it can. But otherwise, this would have to be, it could be a 1. Well, okay. So we're descending. So the highest this can be is 5. We're descending when we get to this digit. So we need a number lower than 5. So that is 1 or 4 then. And if it's 1, then we're going back up again. And if it's 4, then this is 2 or 3. Oh, and I can draw in some boundaries. So I'm going to do that. When stuck, draw in boundaries. Okay. Is this in any way, has this helped us at all? Not sure. Not sure. Yellow is getting quite cluttered. We've got to put 5, 6, and 8 into yellow. They're the only digits missing. Okay, what's the maximum value of this green cell then? That might be worth considering, because we've already got 6 cells of green. So 1, 2, 3, maybe that could be a 4. If it was a 5, all of those would be green, and green would be too large. We'd be adding 4 digits onto 6 digits. So this is a maximum of 4. So it is 2, 3, or 4, because it can't be 1, which means green does go to here. It's a small win for the goodies, definitely. And nah, I'm not sure. That might that probably does mean something very clever, but if this was a 4, then this would be a 2 or a 3. These would be a 1, 2 pair. These would be a 3, 4 pair. Oh, hang on, look at that. There's a 1, 3, 4 triple in row 3. So one of these is 3, one of these is 2. That's not good enough, I don't think. Bobbins. Don't know what to do. Stuck. What else? Oh, here's a lovely rule. Here's a lovely idea. If this thing, what's that? Row 6, column 4. If that was a 3, we'd have to extend purple to there and take in a 3 that's living at the moment quite calmly in the bottom row of the grid. Well, we can't do that. So that's a 2 and that's a 4. Therefore, this is not a 4. So that 2 is as far. So this is probably orange, but we don't know that. But the 4 then is making both of those purple. And that's lovely. That's lovely for this 2. This 2 now, we can see from the grid furniture that we've entered at the moment. This can't be in its own region. It can't be some new region because it couldn't reach 9 cells in size. So it's either purple, which it's not. Purple's had a 2 in it. Yellow, well, it's not. Yellow's had a 2 in it. Or blue. So it must be blue, and those are therefore blue. And now blue, oh, well, this now is a 5. Okay, that's a 2. We can delineate this boundary. It's a lovely puzzle, this, isn't it? It's really, really interesting. No, what I was about to say is not true either. So now I've got 1 cell left of blue to find. It could be there, there, or there. I've got 1 cell of yellow to find. It could be there, 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 or there. I've got several cells of green to find. And yeah, and who knows what any of this does. That 1 or 2 there is not in purple because purple's had a 1 and a 2. Or could it be the funny line? Oh, it could be the funny line. The funny line has got a 1 on it here, so it's ascending to a 2. So this digit is now at least... well, it could be a 9 and then go back downwards again. And this digit... that's at least a 4. It's 4, 5, 6. It can't be a 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So this digit is still ascending. So that digit is 5, 6, 8, or 9. Now, this is madness. I shouldn't do this. And then if that digit isn't 9, this is ascending again. Yeah, I think I've got to be very careful with that sort of nonsensical nonsense. How could that be a 4? That would take that. That can't be a 4. would be too large. It would go off the end of the grid, so this can't be a 1. Now, does that help us with anything? Got all sorts of... Maybe if that can't be true. Oh, maybe... No, I was going to say that... No, that can't be true. If this was a 4, all of those cells would be in the same region. And that region would contain a 1 and a 2, and therefore this would be a 4, but that would be a 4 as well, so that doesn't work. So this digit is not a 4, that's a 1, 2, or a 3, and we're going, those two are in the same region. I suppose we could say that, but do we know that's different from green? Yes, we do. This is a new region here. We know these are different from green because they're both from the digits 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in green already we've had 2 of the digits. In fact, that can't be a 3, I've just noticed. This digit is also red because it's going to pick up this cell, isn't it? So there's a little red triomino here. But if that was a 1, then that would be red. That might be fine. Okay. Okay. 4, 2. It's quite... Here's a weird thought. If that's a 4, that has to be a 2. And we're going back down, aren't we? We go 4, 2, and this would be a 1. So the 1 in green is in one of those 2 cells, whatever you do. It must be in one of those 2 cells, because it's either here, or because we have to descend until we hit a 1, this would have to be the 1. So there is a 1 in one of those 2 cells. So we're sort of getting a bit of joy done with 1s. We've got a lot of 1s in the grid already. Maybe, I tell you what else might be an idea, and that's to pencil mark cells like this. That's got to be 5, 6, 7, or 8. So we're clearly ascending from here to here, and we must continue to ascend to here, because this isn't a 9. So this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. But then we could start to go down. In fact, we probably do start to go downwards soon because there's a 1 here. Right. So how does this help us? If this digit is not a 3, I've just noticed. So this digit's not a 2. So this is that's a 1-4 pair. So this is, is that what we wanted? No. No, it's not. That's a 2, which does tell us that this is a barrier. It might mean that we get some green up here. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is definitely green. We don't know about this one, and we don't know about that one. That could be green if this one's blue. But so this digit is at least a 3 now. In fact, that is a 3. Because if that wasn't a 3, it can't be 1, 2, or 4, and it would be at least 5, which would bump it into purple. And if it bumps into purple, we'd have all those as purple and all these as purple, and purple would be so big, it would be the Colossus of purple, which is too much. So that's a 3. Those are in the same region, but that could be red. This is now not a 3. I don't know. I really want to pencil mark this as a colour. I don't know if it's... How likely is it that that's red? It's pretty likely. But I don't think it has to be. Oh, maybe we can use the funny rule then. Can we somehow... Yeah, I mean, doesn't there have to be a 9 in there somewhere? Not there, actually. But we're going 5. If this is a 1, one of these is a 1. So the thing starts to ascend, but it can't keep ascending towards a 3 here. So there is a 9. I think there's a 9 in one of those two cells. I could make that pencil mark, but that would suggest that this is going downwards, wouldn't it? I.e., oh no, because it could go. Oh no, it can't go 9, 1, because we can't put 1 into either of those, or either of these, I should say, because it's only the line that matters, isn't it? So what we're doing, this digit is a 1 or a 2, I think. Does that sound? It feels right, but I'm just, I'm not. Have I missed an option there? 4? If this is 4, we go 2, 1. And then we can't go double 2, or we can't do that at all anyway, to get to 3. So we must be going down when we hit the 3, which would mean this is a 1 or a 2. The other option is it goes 4, 2, 1, and we're in the same position. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, or something like that. But the point is that we must be descending. Is there any way that this... Oh, no, because we can't go 9 here and then 1 here to bounce back up and make this higher. Because, yeah, maybe that's the way to see it. If we're ascending to this 3, this must be a 1 or a 2, and it can't be. So we're definitely descending, and therefore this is lower. So this is a 1 or a 2, this is a 4, this is a 1. There's a 1, 2 pair, so this is not a 1. This is now a 1. There's, oh, that's slightly annoying. It would have been better if this was a 4, but it is apparently a 1. Now this is not a 1, so these are now a 1, 2 pair. So I've got 1, now I've got a 1 here. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 9. Look at all this. This is 1, this is 2. Now we hit the 1. Look, we go 3, 2, 1. So we're ascending again there. And goodness only knows. Yeah, look at this red one, this red thing. That's now a red. 2 of those have to be red. That pens in green, so that's got to be the final green. And green is finished. I'm sure that this is red, but I can't. I tell you what, that 1 is not red. How many 1s have we got in the grid? I know what we should do, because we've got all the 1s. So what we ought to do is to colour the 1s if we can. Now I've coloured all but 4 1s. This one clearly is some new colour. Those are the same. And that maybe start with this one. That is a new congregation of thingies, isn't it? These 2 are the same. But that... Well, yeah. These 2 are the same. Let's make those lime green, just for the sake of argument. That lime green is clearly not the same as grey. That's got a 1 in it. Clearly not the same as purple. Clearly not the same as red. It's clearly not the same as yellow anyway. So that's a new region. It's definitely not orange, because orange has been trapped in by a combination of grey and purple. So where does orange get its 1 from? It must get it from here, which means the corner digit is also orange. Orange is very trapped in now, because orange could get those 3 and those, but it must take this 3 now as well. But it probably can't take all those, because then grey couldn't connect to its friends. Yes, how does this grey connect to its friends? What it doesn't do is surround a 9-cell region of lime green and then somehow get to connect around the top. It must go through there. So now orange must poke through this gap, and it may go further, we just don't know. I see. There's a 1 clue here. So these have to not be grey, and they are therefore orange, and all your oranges belong to us. So we can do that. These are now purple because they've been totally trapped in. Purple's got 9. Purple's got 9. So we can delineate purple fully. So these have got to be yellow and blue. But that's very interesting. But don't mock me. I know I'm not very interesting. I can't help it. I do try to be interesting, but my brain plays nasty tricks on me and fails to appreciate just how dull I am. But look, yellow needs 1, blue needs 1, and these two have to be yellow and blue. So those two are going to finish yellow and blue. So we can sort of draw this line in. There's 3 columns which have been allocated purely to yellow, blue, and dark green. This has got to be grey to connect grey up. 1, 2, 3. I've only got 6 of grey so far. And this is the new colour, isn't it? This is the final colour. Let's make this indigo. So those two are indigo. We can delineate that boundary. And right. And then we get the questions. Do we think it's going to be the funny line going around the edge, or the arrowy things? How many arrowy things have we not used? There is one here I've just seen. So those are in the same region, which is definitely not grey. So this is either lime green, it's not red, red's had a 2 in it already, or it's indigo. And both of those look possible. Bother. Column 6 is quite complete, look, because we have a 3-7 pair, so those digits are 5, 6, and 8. So this is ascending 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. This must be bigger, 6, 7, 8, or 9. But then it could be 9. And there's a sort of another maverick sounding device, but on the road this time. Hang on, we've got 5, 6, 8 in this row as well. 5, 6, 8. So we've got 2 on the line here. And we've got a 5 here that can come out of this cell. We can... How do we know? How do we know how to do this then? Do we think that those are red, or do we think those are lime green, or do we think they're indigo? I think all options are available. Maybe I've got to think about 2s. Oh goodness. I've got 8 2s in the grid. I haven't put a 2 into row 3. So let's do that. That's a 2. And that's right, that's huge. Well, is it? It means that this is not red. Because red has had a 2 already. So this is either lime green or indigo. If it's indigo, do we think that's tricky? Not really. Red could come round here. Let's try 3s as well. How many 3s have we got in the grid? Several. Yes. Where's 3? Oh, look at this. Where's 3 in column 9? It can't repeat in orange, and it can't go in its own row. So That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. So let's double click 3s again. We have to put a 3 into row 8. It's in one of 2 places. Then we've got a 3 in row 7 in one of 2 places. Where's 3 in the blue region? Well, now one of these is blue, but whichever one of these is blue is not a 3 because of where 3 is in purple. So 3 in blue is placed, and that's on the funny line. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Okay, that's a shame, but it just didn't do anything. So I feel like I've got 7 3s in the grid, which means that, this 3 has resolved it, hasn't it? So it goes 3, 7, 7, 3, and oh, bother. I still can't see how to make that work. Right, let's try 4s then. So we've got some 4s in the grid. It looks like I've got 5, doesn't it? Where is the 4 in the bottom row? Don't know, but it's in one of 2 places. So it's appeared in blue already. So where is the blue? Where is the 4 in column? Oh no. Oh, that's a shame. I thought it was going to be here. It might be there, but it could also be here. So I need to be careful there. Okay, where's 4 in green? It's also in a domino, just by Sudoku up there. Where's 4 in row 4? It's either here or here. Is that the same? Yeah, and then we've got a 4s in that pattern in row 6 as well. Okay, so all right, so I don't think that's quite working, is it? There must be a 9 in one of those cells because this line is going 1, 3, so it's ascending in there, but then it hits 1 again somehow. So one of those is a 9. So this isn't a 9. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, where's 9 in column 8? This is not a 9 by Sudoku. This can't be a 9 because of what I've just said. So the 9 is there actually, which is a weird thing to notice. And where's 9 in dark green now by Sudoku? There. And that's on the funny line. So no, that's actually not doing as much as I'd hoped. But maybe that's the idea. Maybe I should just be chasing these 9s around the grid. Then, yeah, it's a similar thing down on the right-hand side. We're going up possibly to a 9. If this isn't a 9, we're going up, and then this must be a 9 because we're definitely going down. So one of those 2 is definitely a 9 in the final. Oh, and we know which one. I just didn't see it. So the 9 must be there to allow us to drop down again. And this is now quite a thermometer here because we've got 1. This can't be 8 or 7, I think. So this, we've got to go, this can't be 8 because this obviously has to be higher. So this is, yeah, this is 8. It can't be 6 because this can't be lower than it. So now that's really rather lovely. So if this is 6, this is 7. Okay. And again, now neither of those is a 9, so I bet we can get the 9 in the bottom of the grid. Because again, what we're doing here is we're going up. This can't be 8 anymore. Oh, this is good. That can't be 8 anymore because this can't be 9. Now I've got a 5, 6 pair in orange. So this is a 7. That corner digit's an 8 by Sudoku. This digit is 5 or 6 by dint of column 9. This digit is no longer 8. So we're going up, up, and away. This, we can't. We're then going down at some point because that's a 1. So where's the 9 on this sequence? It's got to be there. This isn't 7 because of this 7. So these digits are from 5, 6, and 8, and there's an 8 here. So this is 8. And now we're going down again. So we go 9 to 5 or 6. So this can't be 7 or 6. So this is 4 or 5, and it's not. It's got to be a 4 now. No, we're not going to get another 3 in the corner. We've got a 3 here. But in this row, we've not put 7 in. So in the blue region, we've not put 6 or 8. So this must be 8 because you can't put 8 into there. So there is a 6 in one of these, and that belongs to blue. So one of those is a blue 6. Which means that yellow must get its 6 not from here. So one of those must be a yellow 6. And therefore the 6 in... well, let's just pencil mark column. Column 1 has 4 and 6 to place. So the 4 has to go at the top. So we have to go 4, 6. One of those had to be 6 in yellow. So it's now that one, isn't it? These are a 5, 6 pair. So hang on, how does that work then? So the 6 is getting hypothecated to blue, the 5 is getting hypothecated to yellow, and this digit is an 8. So this digit is a 5, that's a 6, that's a 5, that's a 6, that's an 8. It's got the most fantastic flow to it, this puzzle. Now, what are those? 5, 7, 8. That's a 5 then. This is a 7, 8 pair, somehow not resolved. This 5 is probably doing something. Oh, the thermometer thing is working there. So this has got to be a digit between 3 and 9. Not 4, because 4's appeared in red already, and the column already. Not 5, so 6, 7, or 8. Okay, that was not where we should have looked now. That's 6, 7, or 8 by Sudoku, not 7. 3, 5. Yeah, I think we're arriving at a moment. Oh, there's a 5 here, so that's good. That's going to finish my regions down here. We needed a blue 6, didn't we, and a yellow 5. So we've done all that, which means that we get a 5 here. Sorry if you've been shouting me about that. I didn't see it until I just looked. We can do some delineation here. And yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm meant to be doing Sudoku or not. So on balance, I'll not. 5, 6, and 7. So this is 5 or 7. This is a naked single 5. So that's 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 7. I really enjoy it when chaos constructions don't end up being monstrous at the end. And this one hasn't been at all, has it? So 4, 8 into these. We can put the 8, we can put the 4 in. In this row, we need 5 and 7. We can just do it, 7 and 5. Maybe this column now. Oh, we can do the 6 and the 8 at the top. These digits are 4 and 9, which please just keep working. It would be very kind of you. This is a 7. We haven't finished the puzzle by any manner or means either, because we're going to have to work out all of this back end. I think that's the Sudoku done, but we have. I'm going to delete this now because I'm going to study this with some care. Okay. Now, where are there arrows that we've not used? There is an arrow here, and it's combining these. So they are a 2, 3, 7. They are not therefore red, so they are yellow or indigo. And this selection also includes 2 and 7, and they are, did I say yellow or indigo? I meant lime or indigo. These are also lime or indigo. Wow, okay. Can't see how to actually determine which of those is most likely. Are there any other of the arrowy things anywhere? I would like that. Or are we going to have to sort of work out you know, it might be a question like, where does grey get a 9 from? I mean, that's not a bad question. Grey needs a 9. Where can it get one? There's one here, there's one here, and there's one there. There are 3 9s left unallocated, and the only one I think that we can get grey to within 3 cells is this one. So that is grey, and now I get a 3 in grey. Does that matter? It does. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I still. Oh, hang on. Well, now I get a lime green 5. This 8. Lime green has already had an 8, so we can draw that boundary in. Yeah, that's good. So this 8 here can't be in red, lime green, or grey. So this must be in indigo. Lime green, grey hasn't had a 4. There are 3 4s floating around in those cells. They've got to be allocated around, don't they? Okay, that one can't be grey. Grey is picking up one of those as its final digit, which is a 4. There's probably some way, very simply, to know which of those is correct. If lime green could come up here, could it? If it hits that, it gets 2, 3, and 7 in it. So it would have those digits. And then it would need 6 and 9, which it could possibly get. No, that wouldn't. I don't think that would work. But that is complicated to see that. How can I... Yeah, this doesn't work. This is not lime green. And let's just go through why. If lime green does decide to take this 2, all of those are lime green. But lime green has got all the digits in it apart from 6 and 9. So it would have to snaffle this 6 and this 9, or those 2. But either way, grey's only got one more 4 to find. So this 3 up here wouldn't be able to be part of a region. It just wouldn't work. So we can say lime green could get this 4, but it can never take this 2. So it has to go there, and therefore it has to go there. And now we know lime green's going to bump into this 3 sequence, because those were all part of the same region. So now let's revisit what lime green needs. It now needs 4, unsurprisingly, and 6. So where's it getting? It could get this 6, couldn't it? What other 6 could it possibly get? Nothing. So it does get that 6. We know that this 4 is not in lime green because that's what the 3 clue is telling us. It's saying that it stops there. So that 4 is grey. So the only 4 lime green can actually get now is this one. So that one is lime green, which means this one is indigo, actually. Okay, so we can delineate this. We can delineate a very strange lime green region. We can make sure indigo starts to connect up. Those 2 are going to have to be indigo. These are going to have to be red. These are going to have to be red. Now, how many's red got now? 5. It needs 1 more. Does it need the 3? It does need a 3, so that should be 6, 7 completing indigo, and that is, I think, as no doubt I'll have missed a boundary somewhere and people will get cross with me. Yeah, all of those. That must be right, mustn't it? It felt like it had to be right, because it didn't, it didn't sort of happen by luck. It's a beautiful puzzle. It's just a beautiful puzzle. Splatter Code by Vythic, a great debut on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. If you still are, please do consider subscribing if you're still here. That would be most kind. We are catching up with 700,000 at a pace, so it would be really lovely if you could help us get there. Let us know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. Enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and check out that GCHQ Puzzle of the Year video as well. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.